know you were back in town.
There's a certain Miss Smith who's been giving me the runaround.
I don't know if anybody told you fellas, but the parties is that away. And Warren, I do believe that Rose is in there somewhere.
Why, you must be the new boy in town.
How do you do?
Oh. Just fine. Well, come on, honey. I'll show you a real good time.
I'm going to be walking you home now.
Oh, all right. It was lovely having you tonight.
Well, thank you, honey child.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I can't seem to find my hat anywhere.
Your hat? Esther, have you seen Mr. Truitt's chapeau? I seem to have seen it somewhere. Oh, excuse me just a minute. It was lovely having you tonight, Mr. Truitt. You'll drop in frequently.
Thank you, Miss Rose.
Here's your hat. It's right where I left it.
Thanks. Good night. Oh, and thank you for your neighborly hospitality.
Bonsoir, Mr. Truitt. Coming up, as presently, Rose. After all, someone has to escort our guests to the door. All right, but Esther, remember, you have to get your beauty sleep.
How'd I get going, huh?
Very far to go.
I haven't. No, have I? Good night, Miss Hester.
We're all going to the fairgrounds on Friday. Will you be joining us?
I'd sure like to. You know, baseball practice doesn't run too long.
Please come. A gentleman shouldn't turn down a lady's request.
Sure, yeah. Good night, Miss Hester.
Mr. Truitt,
Yes, Miss Hester.
this is an untoward request, but would you mind accompanying me through the house while I turn off the lights? It's just that I'm afraid of the dark.
Yeah, sure, yeah. That's the least a man can do for his charming hostess.
off everywhere. The dining room, the stairway, everywhere.
Well, I think we should do the dining room then.
Yes.
That's really nice perfume.
Do you like it?
Uh-huh.
Dozens of violets. I save it for special occasions.
Yeah. That's the exact kind my grandma wears. Hey, how do we leave one on for long?
We'll just turn it down low.
Gosh, this has to be. I don't mean to be too presumptuous, but I don't think you need any use.
What a nice compliment.
How does it go again?
How does what go?
Over the banister. Leans a face, tenderly sweet. Be kind. While below her with tender grace, he watches the picture smiling. A light comes on from the hall below. Nobody sees them standing, saying goodnight again soft, halfway up on the landing. He's bewitched by her eyes of green, tender, full of me. And by the loveliest face he sees over the banister. Now, this has been a great night. I'll never forget it.
You will come Friday, won't you?
Well, I'll try my darndest. You want to know something else?
What's that?
You got a mighty strong grip for a girl. Good night, Miss Esther.
Good night. Neighbor. As he started to go, and I started to know how it feels when the universe reels. The day was bright, the air was sweet, the sun upon his almost like a rocket feet. She tried to sing, but couldn't speak. In fact, she loved him so she couldn't even speak. ashamed. I actually believed her.
You believed who?
Truitt said that you, did I do that?
Yeah.
This too. This.
John, I feel just awful.
Me too.
John, I know you don't feel about me the way that I feel about you. No, it's all right. I've been outrageously forward, and it's clear that you're not really interested. So, if you can find in your heart to forgive me for this most unfortunate behavior on my part, then perhaps we can be just good friends and neighbors.
Esther. How can I ignore the girl next door? I love her more than words can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and I never see her glance my way. Esther, you're wonderful.
Oh no, John, I'm not wonderful. I'm far from wonderful. One of my shoulders is higher than the other, and there's hundreds of other defects you can't even see. I've lost my character, and I
And I just adore her, so I can't ignore her. The joy next door.
John,
Yeah?
you have a mighty strong grip for a boy.
Here comes Little Boy. I have to have a clue.
John,
Esther. I'm afraid I'm bringing bad news.
what is it?
I'm not going to be able to take you to the dance tonight.
No. But your aunt at the hospital?
Petexia, at the tailor's. Basketball practice got up. And when I got to the shop, there's already a sign in the door. Closed.
Then find the tailor and make him open the shop.
All I know is that his name is Jones, and that he lives somewhere in St. Louis.
Jones, that's as bad as Smith. Can you borrow someone else's?
Everyone who owns a tuxedo is going to be at the ball.
What about your father's?
That one was my father's.
This is ghastly.
I'm sorry. Is there anywhere else you'd like me to take you tonight?
No, I'll just stay home and do some packing. We're leaving for New York in a few days.
Yeah, I know. And this is a fine going away present I'm getting. Yeah, I bet you must really hate me.
No, John, I don't hate you. I just hate basketball. John, I don't understand. How?
I couldn't disappoint you. No, I went home and I telephoned every Jones in the St. Louis public.
You did that for me.
Esther, now don't you know by now that I'd do anything in the world for you? I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask you if I thought it was going to make you unhappy.
Unhappy? John, I've imagined this moment hundreds of times. Hundreds. I always planned exactly how it acted. Never planned to cry.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Laugh.
Never asked a girl to marry me before. I probably didn't say it right.
John, no one could have asked more beautifully.
Will you? Esther, will you marry me?
Of course I will, John.
And to think that I almost lost you. 2 more days and you would have been gone. And we might have never seen each other again.
Let's not even think about it.
Now, or when you go to New York, you're going to be going with your husband. And your folks can show us around town. We should go and tell them.
No, John. Let's wait. I mean, couldn't just the 2 of us know about it tonight?
You're not changing your mind, are you? You do think that this is the right thing.
Yes.
You know I don't have to be an engineer, right? Hey, college takes too long anyhow.
You'd have to give up going to college.
What difference would it make? I mean, I could get a job right away. Support you in style.
I wouldn't want you to get up.
And we can't let anyone talk us out of it. After all, we are of age. Practically.
John,
Yes.
even if I were to go to New York, we can still be engaged.
You think so?
I know so.